When my sister and I were small children, we would always look forward to Christmas Eve. Not only was Santa Claus flying through the sky to deliver presents to those children who were good, which we most certainly always were, but my dad would pull out a special version of Clement Seymour's The Night Before Christmas. The story alone has captured millions of hearts, but Hallmark released a special pop-up version back in the 80s that held us captivated with the detailed artistry of Tom Patrick. Though I have wished that Hallmark would re-release this classic version, I have yet to see a copy like it. Copies of this version cannot be found for under $95 in most antique stores or auctioneer sites. I am truly delighted to share this with you, so that it will remain immortalized for all to see in years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will now read you The Night Before Christmas. A Hallmark pop-up book, The Night Before Christmas by Clement Seymour, illustrated by Tom Patrick. "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Ma in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when, what to my wondering eye should appear, but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. "Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all." As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like rosebuds, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk and laying a finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Happy Christmas, everyone.
With visions of sugar plums dancing in their heads, millions of children all over the world go to bed on Christmas Eve in excited anticipation of the long-awaited visit from Santa and his 8 tiny reindeer. Written by Clement Seymour in 1822 and first titled An Account of a Visit from St. Nicholas, this holiday favorite is said to have been written for 6 of Moore's children as a special Christmas treat. It was first read aloud while the children and an assortment of relatives were gathered around the family's fireplace. So delighted were the children by the poem that one of the young relatives took it and submitted it anonymously to the Sentinel, a Troy, New York newspaper. The poem was first published by that newspaper on December 23, 1823. Since then, the night before Christmas, as it is now most often known, has become a wonderful part of the traditional Christmas celebration. It is a story loved equally by both the young and the young at heart.